guys, and welcome back to this place. If you are new, then welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are watching Season 2, Episode 20, which is the season finale, Part 2 of the season finale of Battlestar Galactica Season 2. I cannot believe that we are already basically done with Season 2. That's insane. I am excited to see where this episode goes and where it leaves us. I am fresh off the last episode, the last two episodes actually. And yeah, I am really excited. I did a tiny little mini marathon today of Battlestar Galactica, and so I'm very much in the mood for more Battlestar Galactica. Where we left off was the presidential debate between Gaius and Rosalind hangs in the balance. It is up to the constituents. Why can I not say that word? The people on who they vote for at this point. Yeah, so we're going to see how that plays out. There is the 20% habitable planet that is very much a short-term sort of stopgap on, finding Earth, but we'll see how the people choose, or what the people choose based on that. There is Starbuck and Anders and Hilo and Sharon on Caprica, and they are sort of trapped right now by Cylon fire. And will they manage the rescue? We're not really sure. Hopefully, because I need Starbuck to be okay, and I would be very much interested in the dynamic between Starbuck and Anders and Lee. We also have, on another part of the ship, the Galactica, we have Tyrell in a sort of therapy session with a priest, and he's sort of unpacking his own beliefs about whether or not he's a Cylon, and if he is, what that means for him and his sort of, tendencies, right? So, yeah. I'm going to stop rambling because I just want to find out what the heck happens in this episode, so let's do that.
Jaw set nicely. You're done here. I'm kicking you out of here and sending you back to work.
Work like this?
Aww.
You gotta love a woman who can complain even with her jaw wired shut.
All right, Cuddle. Let's not maybe be sexist in this moment. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. That's a good
What I did was
start.
unforgivable, inexcusable. I didn't come here to
Forgive you.
No.
Does she?
Kelly, no.
Wasn't you?
I mean, it was.
I know that. It wasn't you.
It was me.
Yeah.
Even out of my mind, and I don't know where I was doing or anything, but it was me.
You're in pain. I know you've been in pain for a really long time.
Don't feel sorry for me.
It's not sorry.
I care about you.
Yeah.
Always will.
Callie, this is actually kind of upsetting to watch her forgive him that easily. I understand and I want her to forgive him, but does she have feelings for him, or does she just love him like a friend?
Can't reach the Raptors. Silence or jam the freaks.
Why did they stop?
Still out there?
Yeah. They're holding back though.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
Are people really going to be that stupid? Are they really going to be that short-sighted?
They will.
I know in my gut that settling on this planet's going to mean disaster for humanity, and I will not say otherwise just to win an election.
Good. But I still think you should give reasons that people can understand for why that is the case, besides just your gut.
You have some super secret backup plan for victory in your pocket. There's always a backup plan.
Okay. What is yours? What's our backup plan, hun? Start talking. Do we think they stood down because of Caprica 6 and Caprica Sharon? Because they kind of look gone.
They're up to something.
But what?
Any brilliant ideas in that military brain of yours?
Do the same thing we always do.
Wait.
Fight them till we can't.
Do you think maybe you should, like, move from that location? Because if they're not there, then you could leave.
Scout the area. Figure out what's going on out there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they have to go back to the Raptors, right? So they have to go a certain way, but still. They are in no cover. Are we done hiding?
They're gone.
Yeah. But where and why? Who the fuck is that? It's that priest. He is a Cylon. Eventually, one of my suspicions would have been correct, to be fair. I had no way he really called that. You know, when he joked, like, oh, maybe I know you're not a Cylon because I'm a Cylon, I was like, you know, he could genuinely just be telling the truth. And bitch was. That's funny.
I wanted us to talk privately without the press getting wind of it.
Ooh. Interesting. Interesting play here from Rosalind.
The question of permanent settlement. The question should be carefully studied before making a final decision. Therefore, I propose a truce.
Truce?
We'll issue a joint statement declaring that the question be tabled till after this election.
Is this her backup plan for winning?
I know we've had our disagreements, but this issue transcends personal disagreement as well as politics.
I agree, but I think you could be using it.
I see it as my patriotic duty to lead this fleet to a new world. That new world is unquestionably New Caprica.
New Caprica. Is that what they're gonna call it? But
Were you with a blonde woman on Caprica just prior to the attack?
oh, she's throwing this out there.
She knows. Were you with a tall, blonde woman?
You'll resort to anything at this stage, won't you?
Starbuck's back.
She's not. Is she? Oh, okay. Okay, because of the, okay, this is not sus to you? Like, Starbuck, I mean. Like, where did they go?
Wow. This is Samuel T. Andrews.
I know who he is. Damn good to meet you, sir. Caprica Buccaneers.
Yeah.
It's good to have you aboard.
This is like introducing him to her dad, kind of.
The Cylon occupation is over. They left. They're gone.
What are you talking about?
It's true. The Cylons have left the colony.
Yes,
They're headed for greener pa-
he knows.
Security!
He knows, right? Will they listen to him, though?
He's a Cylon.
Will they listen to him, though? Because he is right.
Yes, he's right. I'm a Cylon.
Oh, he just admits it.
I have a message. Take me to your leader.
He's right there. Unless they're talking about, like, I'm assuming he's talking about the president. But, like, what is his message? Is it a message of peace?
We finally got the Admiral to start trusting us. Finally! And what?
They killed my baby. You think I care about you or us or whether the Admiral trusts me anymore?
Aww. I think you still care about him. I think she still cares about Hilo. But she does think they killed her baby.
No. No. Hey, listen.
They're cute.
Gods, I guess they'll let anybody in here these days.
Hey.
Aww.
Do you want to meet my man?
How does it
This is so awkward.
your answer?
Just kind of. I wanted this dynamic, but now I kind of forgot it.
Hey, Samuel, sorry.
Lee, when are you gonna get yourself a girl?
He has a girl, actually.
Thanks a lot.
I mean, I'm not one to, like, lecture or anything.
Oh, she knows. That's awkward. This is very awkward. Oh, this is awkward. This is awkward.
I'm here to deliver a message.
Okay, yeah, what is your message, sir?
I'm not a fracking Cylon. I'm not...
Well, okay then.
He must have known.
It's been decided that the occupation of the colonies was an error.
So they did listen to Caprica 6 and Caprica Sharon.
The war heroes have managed to swing opinion over to their side. So when they started talking about our mistakes and our corruption and our need for a new beginning, the rest of us listened.
So it was true.
Our pursuit of this fleet of yours was another error. That's 2. We became you.
True.
People should be true to who and what they are. We're machines. We should be true to that. Be the best machines the universe has ever seen.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm to tell you that you've been given a reprieve. Cylon and man will now go their separate ways. No harm done.
Okay. Well, I mean, a lot of harm, to be fair.
There is no God. Supernatural divinities are the primitives' answer for why the sun goes down.
Oh, interesting. So now they're, like, abandoning God, too? Interesting. If the show isn't Cylons versus humans, then what the fuck is it? Turning a whole new corner. So, guys, is winning.
Is this a secure line? There are only 5 ships left to report in. We need to move now.
I'll take care of it.
What's happening here? Are they rigging it? Is it rigged? They're rigging it. So the backup plan is just to cheat? That's fucked. The thing is, they brought back up the nuclear warhead, though. So, like, I'm worried about how this is all gonna go. I mean, aside from the fact that they just fucking rigged the election, which is fucked.
She has done it. She has retained the presidency in an improbable comeback.
I've seen a lot of elections, guys. Most honest, a few fixed. And you can always tell the fixed ones because they don't make sense. And this doesn't make sense.
He's right. It is fixed. It was rigged.
Laura Roslin is many things. But she's not corrupt. And she's not dishonest.
She was this time.
It's over.
She was this time.
Congratulations, Madam President.
Thank you.
She knows she didn't win it.
Are you as shocked as I am?
No, she's not. Because she fixed it. Rosalind. I can't believe she would do that.
May I speak to you for a moment?
He knows it's sus.
What's up?
Every vote was for her.
I'm afraid these
Ballots from the Zephyr are wrong. This morning, the Zephyr called me and told me their ballots had a misprint. They misspelled Baltar's first name. Baltar's name is spelled correctly here. They're frauds.
What's he gonna do?
Thanks for bringing this to my attention. I'll take care of it from here.
We should at least notify the civilian observers and the press that these ballots...
I said I'll take care of it from here.
Yeah, he was part of the rigging. I wonder if he'll go to Adama. Adama doesn't know. He's not a part of it. He's right. He's right. Get it.
I gave Tori the go-ahead.
She's admitting it.
I didn't know exactly what she was planning. But I did know that she was planning to fix the vote.
You tried to steal an election?
She did steal an election. She won.
And I got caught.
Yep.
But Gaius Baltar did not become president of the colony's bill.
Look, you can't. This is a democracy.
I don't want him as president either.
He's working with the Cylons. I saw him just before the attack on Caprica.
Oh God, she's going to Adama with it.
Why didn't you say something before this?
She didn't remember.
Even if that's true, you have no proof.
No, I don't.
And you still can't steal an election in a democracy. That's illegal. Adama, please don't let her do this. Adama, don't betray yourself by letting this stand.
Do we steal the results of a democratic election or not? We're gonna have to live with it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's their choice to make. Sometimes it happens like that. Unfortunately. But not the war. Good. This makes me happy. I'm glad that Dom is choosing to do the right thing. Even if Rosalind wasn't going to.
You've been elected president. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Admiral. Now about this error. Exactly what kind of a tabulating error could have occurred on your ship that could have swung several thousand votes away from me in favor of your preferred candidate? As soon as I have the time, there will be an investigation.
He's the one telling you.
Suggest that you take your victory. You leave it at that.
Come on, Gaius. Don't become the bad guy. You're not. Don't become it.
I think you'll find I can be magnanimous in victory, Admiral. And I believe the correct honorific at this time is Mr. President-elect. Set a course for New Caprica.
Also, can I just say, their decision to name it New Caprica after what happened at Old Caprica seems foolish. You know? It's like... Yeah, let's get a good look, because I'm kind of worried.
We will have the chance to connect, to get together again on New Caprica once.
I'm not going to New Caprica.
No? Does she have the orders of the other Cylons? Are they going to leave?
I'm not going to New Caprica.
Okay, where are you going?
We're all going. Every last single one of us.
Except for her, maybe?
It's our chance to be together.
No.
Where are you going?
Stay.
For goodbye? Is this goodbye? Are we having goodbye sex? Like, is that what's happening? Are they? Excuse me. Are we? This is actually their first time.
I, Gaius Baltar, do now avow and affirm
that I take the office of the President of the 12 colonies of Kobol without any moral reservation.
I will protect and defend the Articles of Colonization.
Will he? Oh, she's gonna kill herself? It's what she wanted all along. I don't think that's a good idea. Also, this is going to be bad. She's about to blow herself up, I'm pretty sure. Along with, like, Cloud 9. Yep. Oh gosh, a lot of other ships got... Ooh, a lot of other ships got caught in the crossfire. How many are dead? What is the number now? Not really, but kind of. He knows what it was. Really? Guys? Is that a smart choice?
I'm the president.
You're elected president. You have to listen. If you want to keep being president and making choices. Guys, look, there's nobody with you, bud. You're alone. You need to make smarter choices. Head 6 is going to be all over you about this. You know how many people there are? He doesn't have the whiteboard that Rosalind had anymore. How many people did we lose? How many people are dead? Like, what's the casualties? Guys, but you gotta think about this shit. Like, I know that you're upset because you loved her, but I think that there are more hers, to be fair. And also, that's kind of what she wanted all along. She was saying goodbye. Who is that? Yeah, that's your job, guys. 1 year? Well, it's been a year?
How many Cylon attacks have there been since I took office? How many?
None.
Well, to be fair, they left before you took office.
Tell the Union to get off their fat asses and do some fracking work for a change, or I'll start rounding up their leaders and holding them in detention. I doubt they'll like that very much.
I'll tell them, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Gaius, you're making real bad choices. Oh, Head 6 cannot be happy with you. Day 380. Who's still on the Galactica? Sorry. Adama. He's got a mustache now. I'm not a huge mustache fan, but it's not too bad on him, so I'll give him that.
I feel like I'm abandoning my post.
Everybody else has moved down to the surface, I guess. He's holding out on Galactica. Them too, I guess.
More than half the crew's down there on the ground already. I'm not really doing too much up here anymore. Well, you're staying. Someone has to take care of the lighthouse. I'll stay and take care of it with you. We both know the Cylons could still show up. We've been orbiting New Caprica longer than we ran after the attack.
Yeah.
I don't think they're coming back anymore.
I feel like when you let your guard down, that's when they might come back. I'm just saying.
Good luck.
But also, this isn't a good long-term settlement. Like, I don't know.
If she gives you too much trouble. Find yourself a younger one.
Excuse me. Usually I would be opposed to that, but like honestly, I'm not a fan of Ellen, so you should find someone else, Ty, to be fair. Well. Okay, so half the people are still on here. I wonder what's going on with Lee and Starbuck and Anders and Dee and those relationships now that it's a year into the future. Wonder if we'll see. 39,192. They lost 10,000? 10,000? That's a lot. Look how long her hair is.
Sam, you idiot!
Oh.
What the hell are you thinking?
Looks like I'm in trouble.
Doc Cottle is here. You're sick.
Okay, so he is sick.
I would rather work this out of my system right here than lie in bed all day.
I can't believe I married a moron. Are you okay?
They're married? Married? She got a tattoo. Is he dying? The air. It's not good, right? Something. I don't trust it.
Fluid in the lungs.
Okay, pneumonia?
Probably pneumonia.
So give him something.
I'd love to.
They don't have any medicine.
Been out of antibiotics for months.
So what? That's it?
He's young and he's strong, so make him rest, keep him warm. With a little luck, he'll make it.
He shouldn't lay down and be still then, but also he needs antibiotics. If you don't have medicine, you're gonna get fucked real quick. Your population. Tyrell.
Hey! Shut the fuck up!
That his baby? Dang, she's even excited to see Ty?
Anders is really sick. Doc Cottle's given me the runaround, says there's no antibiotics. It's a load of crap. Anything you can do to help me cut through the red tape.
You should give Apollo a call. Pegasus is sitting on the backup meds. He'd spring some for you.
Yeah, I doubt that.
That was a long time ago. People change.
Have they not talked in like a year?
The engine you've built is being used for something so foul, so perverted.
What's he talking about?
And it's then that you must throw your body on the gears and get stopped. And you have to show the people who run it, the people who control it, that unless we're free, that machine will be prevented from working at all.
Are they going on strike? I'm confused because I was too distracted by the fact that I think him and Callie are having a baby to pay attention to what he was saying initially.
Now, some of you are going to stay and help me with the art project for the presentation. Everyone else, your parents are here. Get your stuff. Let's go.
Makes sense that she's doing education again. She phoning Apollo? Lee? So he stayed on the Pegasus like Adama stayed on the Galactica.
For you?
Who is it?
Him and Dee.
It's for you.
Who is it?
I need a favor.
Is that right?
Anders is sick. He has pneumonia. Lee.
I think that he might die.
Commander.
What?
Picking up something on Dratus.
Something on Dratus. It's red.
There it is.
What is it?
It's unknown. Oh no.
Oh my God, it's a Cylon fleet. They found us.
Guess your truce is over. They regrouped and decided to come after you. Is this where it's gonna end? Is this where it's gonna end? Okay, but what's gonna happen to new Caprica? The same fucking thing that happened to original Caprica?
Gaius!
Yeah, what is it?
Cylons just jumped into orbit.
Yep.
And the fleets jumped away.
Yep. 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 You knew I couldn't hide you forever. You just weren't smart about it. Who the fuck is that? Who's that? Oh, it's that guy. That's Tylan.
I'm looking for Kara Thrace.
Is it gonna be 6? No, interesting. It's oh, it's all of them. Is 6 coming? There she is, Caprica 6, based off her outfit. What do you want? Can I ask?
I'm Gaius Baltar.
President of the colonies.
I know who you are, guys. I know very well.
Is she gonna ally him?
As long as you offer no resistance, you won't be harmed.
What's he gonna do?
You also don't have any choice.
I mean, they got you there. Like, what are you gonna do?
How did you find us?
Oh, it was quite by accident. We were over a light year away from here when we detected the radiation signature of a nuclear detonation.
Oh, wow. So her killing herself gave them away. So if he had never given her that bomb, they would have never found them. Oh, guys, you really fucked up this time. Oh, fuck. But what do they want? Surely not this barely habitable planet. They were looking for Kara. At least that one guy was. What the hell can you do? Fight? Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm really glad that I broke this up into 2 episodes because that would have been way too much to try to talk about after the time jump in with everything. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting that. All right, so much happened in this episode. Like, we covered a lot of ground in a very short amount of time. So I'm gonna try to talk about everything, but if I miss something, you guys understand. Like, there's a lot, right? So, the priest was revealed as a Cylon, which after his quote in the first episode, sorry, you guys. I honestly do not even know where to start because of the way that the episode ended with the time jump and the Cylons taking over New Caprica. So, like, all right, let me just try to compose myself for 5 seconds, and it won't be any time to you, but I'll be back. I don't even really know where to start, like I said, because there's so much. So first off, can I just say, and this is a random place to start, but it's just where my mind is going. Tyrell and Callie. Like, one, I did see it coming, so it's not like super surprising, or at least I saw that she had a crush on him, or I could see that they were, you know, laying the groundwork, especially in this episode when she just sort of immediately forgives him for what he did, which is fine, you know, if that's how she feels, if she trusts him enough and knows like what he's going through enough to immediately forgive him for that. I think that's fine. It could be potentially dangerous if he was a different kind of person, but I do think that she is right about the kind of person that Tyrell is, and her reasons make sense to me. The fact that fast forward a year into the future, they're having a baby is like, a girl was not expecting that, okay? Like, I did not see that coming. Yeah, I did not see the flash forward to a year in the future in the first place, but like, okay, so one, I want to say that I really admire Adama for finding out about the election being rigged and not allowing that to happen. You know, I think that him knowing that Rosalind was probably the better choice, and, you know, hindsight clearly probably was the better choice, and him still standing up for the democratic process is, well, it's just very Adama, you know. I really appreciate that he stayed true to his character and who he is in that moment, because, I mean, like, we all know that she's probably, again, hindsight, 2020, the better choice for who should run the colonies. However, the democratic process shouldn't be usurped or whatever, right? Like, we can't allow it to be sullied and rigged, even when it is in the interest of the people. The people still deserve to choose, you know, even if dumbly, foolishly, the people choose something against their own interests, not realizing it's against their interests. And I just really love that Adama stayed true to his character in that choice. I think that I'm also happy that Rosalind agreed with Adama, right? Like, she knew that it was the wrong choice. She's like, they made the wrong choice. But eventually, she came to see reason and realized that even though it might have been the wrong choice, it's still the people's choice to make in the world that you're fighting for, right? So, was disappointed in her and also proud of her in that moment, or those moments, right? Because disappointed that she allowed it to happen in the first place, and then sort of happy that she came to her senses and realized that it was the wrong choice and went along with Adama saying that it was the wrong choice and giving Baltar Gaius the election that he rightfully won in the first place. Speaking of being proud and disappointed, very disappointed in Gaius for how he chose to lead following the election. I unfortunately did not think he would be a good leader because of, one, the tedium of day-to-day politics would be boring to him, like he said, and like it was. And unfortunately, I just think that his grief and his hurt and his emotions kind of betrayed him, and he led him to make poor choices, right? So he listened to Head Six and did what she wanted, and then, you know, he was so upset over the loss of Pegasus 6 that he sort of, I don't know, he made poor choices. And I think that it's a combination of, I just don't think that Gaius is the type of person that is meant to lead, and also he didn't surround himself with people that could influence him. He sort of took a note from that one guy's book and is like, you know, I'm the president and I don't have to listen, and I'm just gonna make choices, and you just have to listen to the choices that I make because I'm the president. And yeah, I mean, we saw there was unrest on New Caprica before the Cylons even came back, so it was clearly not working out for him, and his plans, the best laid plans, you know, were proving to cause unrest. And I mean, I don't think he was really trying that hard, to be fair. I think he got lost in his grief and his feelings, and he kind of stopped trying, stopped caring a little bit. It's interesting too that because Pegasus 6 was so determined to off herself, and because she, eventually, I thought she was just gonna leave to like go join the Cylons, but it makes sense that she was done. She felt like she had completed her mission. She had done everything that she needed to do. She said goodbye to Gaius and she left. It's interesting that because of her decision to do that, that is how the Cylons found them, which means that it all directly goes back to Gaius. So not only, like, everything directly goes back to Gaius, right? Like, he's the one who started what happened on Caprica, and he also, by extension, again on Caprica, and now again by extension, he is what is happening on New Caprica. Which, can I just say, again, why would you name it New Caprica? Look what happened to the old Caprica. Does it not seem like a bad omen to anybody to name it New Caprica, knowing what happened to old Caprica? Like, did nobody think, like, this is some, like, ominous vibes that I'm not looking forward to? No? Also curious as to where Galactica Sharon is. I assume still on the Galactica, because Hilo was also on the Galactica. So I'm interested to see, like, who jumped, like, who is on the ships that jumped. We saw Adama and Lee, Dee, Hilo. I'm not sure who else. So that'll be interesting. Are they going to mount a rescue? Like, how would they even go about mounting a rescue? Yeah, like, what is going to happen there? I'm also interested in Lee and Dee's relationship. It seemed like they were still together. It looked like she was wearing a ring of some sort. So are they together? Apparently Starbuck and Anders are married, which is interesting. It seems kind of fast to me, but, like, I don't know. I still like them as a couple, so that's interesting. There was also a falling out between Starbuck and Lee that we didn't see, so I'm interested in what happened there and if they're going to go into that. Based off of Lee meeting Anders and that whole awkward as fuck scene between him and Starbuck and Anders, I assume maybe more of the same, and they just sort of drifted apart. Maybe something more explosive happened. I don't know, but I would be interested to know. Also interesting that the one Cylon wanted to talk to Kara. I wonder if he is, because he died when the resurrection ship was still a thing, right? Like, he got out of the airlock. I'm assuming that he's the one that Kara talked to, and that he was still close enough to the resurrection ship to survive. What else? I am worried that they're going to make me really dislike Gaius. I haven't been a fan of his choices in the past few episodes, but we'll see. We'll see. I also wasn't a fan of Rosalind's choices in quite a few episodes, and yet I still like her as a character, and I kind of like I still root for her, right? And I mean, I still think that she would have been a better choice in that situation, but yeah, I don't know. I'm very interested to see what we're gonna do. It's been 380 days, so a little over a year, and there's 39,192 people left, which is like roughly 10,000 less than we had before. So I'm assuming a lot of them died in the explosion. Some of them could have died since due to lack of medicine or, X, Y, and Z on New Caprica. with the dwindling, it seems, resources on New Caprica already after a year. What else? Gaius surrendered. So we're gonna see a Cylon occupied New Caprica, and like what exactly that means, because according to the priest guy in this episode, the Cylons don't believe in God anymore, I think. Maybe they still do, but it seemed like at least him and the other priest guy were like, God is a leftover idea of humanity, and we need to embrace the fact that we're not humans. We are Cylons. We're a completely different race. We're machines, so we don't need to be beholden to these human ideals like God, like whatever else, you know, humans believe. So I'm really curious if that's the direction that Caprica Sharon and Caprica 6 went in with the other Cylons. So are they going to not be violent? Are they going to like how is this going to play out? Because we don't know now that the Cylons, at least according to the priest guy, are not modeling themselves after humans. We don't know like how, like what they're modeling themselves after. Like they're an entirely new thing, right? So how are they going to feel? How are they going to think? What are they going to do? Like we don't know. Could it be like way worse? Sure. Could it be better? Yes. But yeah, no, I'm really curious, because I was curious when they were like, yeah, we're leaving. Bye. For now. And they kind of said for now in particular. So you knew at some point they were coming back, but it's like, we don't know how they're coming back. Like, I mean, we know physically how, but like mentally, like what are they thinking? What do they want now? We don't really know, because surely they could just leave humans alone at this point, right? Like what do humans matter to them anymore? If it's not for revenge, if they're not modeling themselves after humans, like what do they have to gain? What is their motivation for coming back? Like, granted, they weren't looking for humans, but they found them and they still chose to like descend upon and take over. So for what purpose? Also, did I hear correctly, and was the baby named Isis, or did I hear that incorrectly? Because I think that Isis would have already been a thing at this time, right? So if they did choose to name the baby that, that's an interesting sort of choice for the period of time that the show came out in. You know? I also love Kara just always being ready to fight, right? Like she's like, no matter what the situation, they're like, what are we gonna do? And she's like, we're gonna fight until we can't fight anymore. Like what we've been doing this whole time. Like that's our mentality. Which, one, I think that she would get along great with Dean Winchester. Two, I think it's such an integral part of her character to like fight that, yeah. It's just nice to see that thread still exists a year later with her long hair and like her married and just almost unrecognizable. She's not a pilot anymore. She's not flying anymore. She doesn't seem to be super involved in the military because she's on New Caprica. So like it's good to see that some of Starbuck still remains, like the Starbuck we know, right? So I'm really interested to see how this all plays out in season 3. All right, you guys, I think that is all that I really have to say about this episode. What a great season 2 has been. I cannot wait to see where we go from here. I'm very curious. It already feels like a shift and it feels different. So I'm interested to see how it's going to be different and how it's going to be the same going forward. So if you guys want to find out that as well and see my reaction to it, you can watch the next episode right now over on Patreon, which will be linked in the description down below. While you're over there, you can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every single episode thus far of Battlestar Galactica, including the miniseries. That is over on Patreon as well. I am going to take a breather. I have worn myself out with these 3 episodes today. But I still hope to see you guys next time, where we will delve straight back in and see what the heck happens next. Until then, bye guys. I can't believe we're done with season 2.